Got him. Oh, jeez. Did you see that bass that came up after that bluegill? Oh, get it. He got it. He got it. He got the bluegill. Oh, what's it? What is that? Is it a bass? I need to get down. Oh, it is. It is. Hey, good morning, y'all. Okay, so I'm out here on the lake. I am bass fishing today. I'm gonna start with some topwater. It is like 50, the upper 50s right now, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to make topwater happen, but it's still gonna be fun to try. I also have some new bait. Well, I have a new bait that I want to try today, and I think that's gonna get hit. But I got some of the Strike King dice, the fuzzy dice, so I'm really excited to throw those. I've never thrown the dice before, so should be pretty good. I'm gonna try topwater and then try some finesse stuff, but should be a pretty good day. I'm really excited to be bass fishing. I love saltwater, don't get me wrong, but I needed some bass in my life. You guys know how that goes, or hopefully you know how it goes. But let's get after it and catch some fish. All right, y'all, we're gonna start with a little topwater action. The Evergreen SB 105. Trolling motor is going crazy. Can we get a topwater hit this morning? I don't know. This is a power plant lake, so it's not like it's freezing, but the wind is coming out of the southeast, and it's going to change, or I'm sorry, the southwest. Wind out of the west, fishing the best. Got him. Oh man, it's a little one. That little guy, wait till you see this. Oh my gosh. First bass of the day. The lure is almost as big as he is. Buddy. I'm afraid to squeeze you, but I don't want to get hooks in my hand. Well, he's a worm. He's a lot warmer than I am. Look at that. It's a pretty little bass. Man. He came up after it too. That's gonna be a future 10-pounder right there, I swear. Well, came out and caught one on the topwater. That was the goal for the day. Let's see if it's a whole school of them over there. Alright, also on my BFS I have this rigged up. It's just a Joe's fly. Throw that around. That looks like the perfect forage for the bass right now. Just little shad and stuff. Should be able to get bit on this. So my first instinct is always to throw a spinnerbait this time of year. So I'm trying to step outside of my comfort zone. Got him. Alright, that's a little better. Get down here and bring him in. Yeah, that's a little better. Ooh, right on the tongue. Right on your tongue, huh? Alright, y'all, how's that one? That's a good bass. Oh, it's bleeding all over the place. There she goes. Man, I didn't realize it was bleeding all over the place. get some water and clean that up. Alright, yeah, that's a pretty good feeling. Wish I was paying attention. I would have spot locked instead of letting myself get right on top of all this stuff. Well, actually, this will work out. See the weeds? So I would imagine they're just sitting right in those weeds. That was my hope for today anyway. When that sun comes up just a little bit, then I'm gonna well, maybe I should throw the top water now. Those bass are pretty warm. I don't know. Just have fun and fish. Not worry about anything. Got him. Well, that's a pretty little gill. Just a common. It's pretty though. Get in the water! You're getting shot at. That blue heron didn't like that joke. There's somebody duck hunting over there. Ooh, that one grabbed it as soon as I started going, it grabbed it. Is that a bass? Yeah, it's a bass. It's a dark bass. It's putting up a good fight, that's for sure. Ooh. Come on, buddy. Get you up here. Heck yeah. Tell you what, you just gotta throw something simple every once in a while. I mean, I know I got other baits rigged up, but I was pretty sure that something like that would be good today. That's a good bass. It's pretty. Alright, buddy. He bit down right when I went to let him go. Get the bass off our hands. Well, I mean, you can never really get the bass off your hands, but man, as soon as it hit the dang water, it's like bam. So they are all over the place. I've caught them in 4 feet of water. I've caught them in 2 feet of water. One came from about 6 feet of water. Work on this bank, I guess. Although I am gonna take a couple more shots at this because this seems like a decent spot right here. If I can not cast up on the bank. Oh, jeez. Did you see that bass that came up after that bluegill? Oh, get it. He got it. He got it. He got the bluegill. Oh no. Get it again. That was a good bass. No, I think he's going. Dang. The bluegill grabbed it, and then that's a pretty bluegill. Pink on him. Man. The bluegill grabbed it, and then that bass came up and went after the bluegill. That was sick. Wish I could have caught that bass. That bluegill's fine. Dang. Maybe the bass went back to the log. What was crazy was I knew there'd be a fish there because I was like, man, there's no way there isn't a fish there. There's no way. All right, y'all. So quick little little morning update. It's about 8:30. So I've been fishing for about an hour and a half. That's it. But the clouds look cool, don't they? But yeah, that was insane. So that last one, I caught a brim. It was like that big. You guys saw it. And then big old bass. It was probably a 6-pounder. Came up and tried to eat it. So then I left the brim in the water for a little bit, and I think it was a pumpkin seed. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It was some kind of sunfish. And then the bass came back, and it actually like slurped it up. And I had the bass, but my lure, you know, I just have that little tiny inline on, and it's definitely not enough hook to catch both of them. But that was so sick. I was gonna see if it would keep the bluegill in its mouth long enough, and then I was going to just net everything together. That would have been cool. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going and hopefully catch some more. We've already caught 2 good ones. I mean, 2 that were, you know, 2.5, 3 pounds. So just keep at it. Alright, y'all, I am going to eat my lunch, and then it's 11 o'clock. That's usually what time I eat my lunch. I'm going to eat my lunch at 11, and then I'm going to switch back to the inline because they're not hitting anything really other than the inline. Alright, y'all, we got a PB&J on a little sub bun. We got some spicy Doritos because it's chilly today. We have some homemade, look at that, homemade soft ginger cookies. And you can't forget the Baja Blast. Gotta have the Baja Blast. Not a huge soda drinker, but this is my favorite if I do have a soda. Alright, y'all, so that was a pretty good first drift. I'm gonna go back up this bank because I can stay out of the wind, and I'm sure I missed some fish, but hopefully we'll catch them on the way back up through. The brim. The dark brim. It's pretty. There he goes, back to where he came. I got hooked up as soon as it hit the water, dang. Dragged down a little bit, I'm gonna end up... Oh, okay. Honestly, I thought it was a bass. It's pretty brim. Whoa, buddy. Okay, get you out of there. It's really pretty. Oh. You see, well, he got himself back in there. Good job. Alright, y'all, so what I'm running here is the Kestrel combo. This is from Cast King. It's a BFS combo. I got them separately, but I love this rod and reel. It's made for throwing little stuff like this, so it's the Cast King Kestrel. Check it out. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just really love this rod and reel. And then I'm able to throw, I mean, I could throw this on my other spinning, but it's so much more fun with the bait caster, and it's less fatigue on your arm. It's just all around, it's just better. Okay, then what I'm doing, you can see the rocks up there. They come all the way down into the water, and there's a ton of weeds. The bass are up in the weeds right now, obviously, because that's where we're catching all of them, and I'm just barely bringing this over the weeds. That's why you see me having a pick off every once in a while. I'm picking off weeds. That means that I'm running it exactly where I want it to be running. If I'm not picking weeds off every once in a while, then I'm burning it too fast. And what it does, I'm bringing it barely over those weeds, and then like if I see a clump like this, I'll cast out to it, and then I'll just bring it right on the side of it, and then when I get to where I see like a dip in it, I'll kind of slow down a little bit. Oh, there's a bite. Oh, missed him. I'll slow down a little bit, and then usually that's where the hit will come from. Right now I'm going to slow it down. Slowing it down, slowing it down. Man, I thought that same one would hit. That was a little bass. Wasn't a giant, but it was a little bass. Fish are definitely here. You just gotta know how to get them out of the weeds. Here's one. Pretty sure it's bluegill. Yeah, it's bluegill. Any big bass? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. What if a big old catfish comes up? I'm gonna be SOL. Okay. Get that out of your mouth. It's a good sized bluegill. Oh, that's it. What is that? Is it a bass? I need to get down. Oh, it is. It is. Spot lock. Net. Oh, that's a better fish. That is a better bass. Wow. Look at that. Little tiny lure. Big old fish. But he just barely grabbed that too. Just barely grabbed that. Alright, what do y'all think of that one? That's a good bass. Feeding up for the winter. Alright, I'm gonna get you back in there because the air is cold. That was a good bass. All right, y'all. So I'm back in the car. I'm sorry about the short exit there, but I'm back in the car. So the wind is ridiculous, which we already knew. So I have a Minn Kota power drive. It's the 55-pound thrust, and I have the actual remote for it, not the little remote, but I have the actual like big remote for it. And the, let's see, like 3 fishing trips ago or whatever, the remote and the trolling motor stopped talking to each other. So the flash forward, and my remote is stuck on the display screen. It's not doing anything. It won't do a single thing. I can't get it to power off or anything. It says that it has like, I don't know, like 3/4 battery or whatever in the remote. I don't know. I'm gonna take it home full with it, but had to call it a day. I was having a lot of fun out there despite the wind, but is what it is. That landing was really rough. I motored back in. Thankfully my boat motor is working. Motored back in and then tried to catch the dock, which I did, but that was rough. And then landed the boat, but with wave, they're like 3-foot waves out there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That just goes to show you, they would not eat anything. I got that one topwater hit this morning. Threw topwater some more, no more hits. Where I knew there should have been topwater hits. No more hits, just that one little squeaker on topwater. And the rest were just, I mean, they were all on that little tiny inline spinner, that Joe's Fly spinner. But sometimes it's like that. I was the last boat out there. There were only 3 of us out there today. And one of them was a duck hunter and the other one was an angler. But that's it. That's all the fishing. I will catch y'all next time. Take care.